64, 64, 64 Zoo Lane. 64, 64, 64 Zoo Lane.
Hello, I'm Lucy. I live at 64 Zoo Lane and I have some very special neighbours. Look!
There's one with a hump and one who can jump and one who is, well, a little bit plump.
64, 64, 64 Zoo Lane.
Some like it hot and some like it chilly and some like it both ways, and that's a bit silly.
64, 64, 64 Zoo Lane.
Some are friendly, some are scary, but one thing is sure, not one is ordinary.
64, 64, 64 Zoo Lane.
Some are sporty, some are stripy, they're prickly and woolly and furry and slimy. Some are quite big and some are very small, and the last one's Georgina, who's incredibly tall.
64, 64, 64 Zoo Lane. 64, 64, 64 Zoo Lane.
Bedtime, Lucy.
OK, Mum.
The story of Beverly the Beaver.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Lucy!
Popcorn.
Yum! That's our favourite snack. Mind if we have some too?
No, this is my popcorn.
I beg your pardon? That's rather a selfish attitude, Lucy.
You don't want to end up like Beverly Beaver, do you?
Who's Beverly Beaver, Boris?
And how could she possibly be as selfish as Lucy?
I'm not selfish. Am I?
Just sit down and listen to my story. The forest we lived in was full of beautiful tall fir trees. All the animals loved the trees. Melanie the moose used to scratch her antlers against them when they got really itchy.
Oh, how I love a good tree massage.
Randolph the raccoon needed the trees to shade his lush mushroom garden.
102, 103, 104, 105 mushrooms. My best crop ever.
And I was particularly fond of fallen trees because that's where the bees lived. And where there's bees, there's honey. Yummy honey. Of course, Beverly Beaver needed the trees too. She used them to build her dam on the river, a bigger and better one every year.
Not much bigger or better than last year's model.
Oh, looking good, Beverly.
Yep, another fine log dam.
Amazing how you build them bigger and better year after year.
You ain't seen nothing yet. This year, I'm gonna build the biggest, greatest, grandest log dam in the whole wide world.
Trust you, Beverly.
Whenever you do anything, you go too far.
Let us know when you finished your log palace.
Huh. I'll show them.
Beverly had decided she would build the biggest, greatest, grandest log palace ever.
Timber! Timber!
But to build her log palace, Beverly had to cut down lots and lots of trees. Randolph was the first to notice that something was not right.
I say, who's stolen my mushroom shade?
Then Melanie.
Hey, who stole my scratching post?
And finally, me. Don't buzz me. I'm not the one who stole your tree. It wasn't fair. Beverly was taking all the trees to build her log palace and leaving us with nothing. This time, I'm afraid she's gone too far.
She's stealing all the trees.
Time to have a word with that busy beaver, I think. A word in your ear, if you please.
About the trees, Beverly.
Or the lack of trees, if you see what we mean.
Sorry, folks. I've no time for chit-chat. My masterpiece is almost finished.
What a selfish beaver. She's using up all the trees and just doesn't care.
I can't grow mushrooms without them.
I can't scratch my antlers without them.
I can't find honey without them.
Well then, I guess we'll just have to find ourselves another forest to live in.
So off we went again to find a new home. Beverly didn't notice that her friends were leaving. She was still too busy chewing down trees.
Timber! 1, maybe 2 more trees, then it should be done. Yippee!
Beverly's palace was almost finished, and that's all that mattered to her.
There! That's the biggest, grandest, greatest log palace in the whole wide world! Even if I do say so myself. Okay, everybody, it's ready! Hey! Where is everybody? Where are all the trees?
At first, Beverly didn't understand why the forest looked so empty and deserted.
Oh no! I've done it again! I've gone too far and cut down all the trees! But what about everybody else? Where have they gone? Melanie, where are you? Oh no! I cut down Melanie's scratching post tree. Boris, you're still here, aren't you? I can't believe it. I took Boris's honey tree. Randolph, don't tell me you've left too. Oh, how could I? I took all the shade from Randolph's garden. No wonder they've all left me. How could I be so selfish? Oh, I wish I was with my friends instead of sitting on this useless pile of logs.
Then Beverly got angry with herself and her log palace.
Stupid, stupid palace. You're no good to me anymore. Oops. I take it back. Sorry.
As she floated down the river, Beverly had lots of time to think about how badly she had treated her friends.
What brings you here, Beverly?
Ran out of trees where you were?
I hope you don't plan to cut them all down here. We've just found the trees we need.
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it. Never again. I promise. All I want to do is to make things up to you. How about I build a nice log house for you to live in?
Thanks, but no thanks.
As usual, you'll go too far.
And that's a talent that can be put to better use.
Especially now that the forest needs replanting.
Say no more. I'll plant the biggest, greatest, grandest forest in the whole wide world.
Trust you, Beverly.
And so Beverly Beaver learned not to be so selfish. But she never did stop going too far.
Oopsie! Lucy, I'm afraid we've eaten all your popcorn.
You what? Never mind. I can bring some more tomorrow.
Good night, Lucy.